everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Between our visitors and the Los Angeles Rams. With that, we're off to L.A. for the Rams' home opener in their third season back home. Standing by, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Ready up. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, here we go.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. A look there at how the Raiders will start defensively. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And this is incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
Now this throw caught left side. 23 yards, the final tally. We think back to the Super Bowl against New England. The Rams never even got into the red zone in that game. And now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He's coming. We got double up. Ready?
On second down now, it's Hunt, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
He'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray. First down, Murray. This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And we look at this offense now, and Zach Martin will be important for this team today.
He's so good, Brandon, that you can play him at any position, the offensive line, and I think he's a Pro Bowl player at each spot.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. The open man here, Renfro. And he's got this down to the 35. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Time for a look at the defensive starters now for the Rams. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. On 2nd down, Boyce. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And bulldozing his way through. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. George Kittle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Hines. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
On 2nd and 2, Murray. after the incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2. Now a give, right side. Cody. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Duke Riley coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Murray now. Out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
I'm coming for you. You mine. 57's a mark. 57.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man. That's Harry. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll drop to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly this. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Corey Davis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Murray now to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
We always talk about having to read defenses.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. That time a 6-play drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin with a couple of AFC heavyweights from years past. Pittsburgh taking on Denver. And it's the Steelers who are out in front. Nick Foles with a couple of touchdown passes. Let's stay in the AFC West and check out what's going on with the Chiefs at home in Arrowhead. And at halftime, they trail the visiting Seahawks in that ball game. Jimmy Garoppolo has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get over to Carson. See what's happening with the Chargers at home at Dignity Health Sports Park. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Michael Gallup.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kamale Correa coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Flushed out right. Finding room at the 30. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll look to throw, and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. In for the score as his guys are able to regain the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that gives them a 3-point lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
36 yards on the play. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled. And that is caught! Touchdown, Raiders! Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Trey Flowers, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This is intercepted. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Back to throw here. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
He's got a man Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Flush to his right. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now it's Hines. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot. This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
That 2nd down play nets a -4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Murray off play action. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw. Murray. Buying time to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, come on. Watch the run.
Murray to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This one caught by Crowder. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He'll look to throw.
Partner, they're clearly saying,
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. Incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
He's back to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Cody. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a first throw here in overtime. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
So they decline it, and they choose to not give him that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a first.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. They'll set up a throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Ready. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for L.A., it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Honey, I dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damages. They react and play it back on the camera. High for it, specifically flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off poof, magic. Now I can juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number say
100 minute